The member for Windsor-Tecumseh.
Thank you, Speaker. My question today is for the Minister of Environment, Conservation and Parks. Ontario's Great Lakes help make our province a great place to live, and I've had such a privilege to live steps from Lake St. Clair growing up and even today. The resources of the Great Lakes provide us with drinking water and energy, food and recreational opportunities. It's of the utmost importance that we continue to protect, conserve and restore the health of the Great Lakes and support the well-being of communities that rely on them now and for generations to come. Our government understands that for Ontario's Indigenous communities, the Great Lakes hold deep spiritual and traditional significance. Respecting and recognizing traditional knowledge will only help in strengthening our shared understanding of the Great Lakes. Speaker, can the minister please explain how our government is collaborating with Indigenous leaders to help protect and restore our Great Lakes?
Excellent question.
Minister of the Environment, Conservation and Parks.
Thank you, Speaker, and thank you to the member for Windsor-Tecumseh for that question. I know he, like I, very much value our Great Lakes, enjoy the tourism economic opportunity, the important work we have to do as stewards of the Great Lake to protect our water. And I was proud to just last week, Mr. Speaker, co-chair the Great Lakes Guardians Council with a man I have great respect for, Deputy Grand Council Chief, I should say, Reg Niganobi. He has been such a strong leader for Anishinaabe Nation, and he and I had the opportunity to chair it. We heard powerful stories from Indigenous youth, from Ducks Unlimited, a group we funded at great length, Mr. Speaker, to support our Great Lakes. And it was prior to that event, Mr. Speaker, that I announced on behalf of the Government of Ontario under Premier Ford's leadership over $1 million to support Indigenous-led projects to conserve and protect our Great Lakes. I can't wait to get out to the Thames River to meet with Indigenous youth, to see firsthand the work they're doing thanks to this funding from the Government of Ontario.
A supplementary question.
Thank you, Speaker, and thank you to the Minister for that response. It truly is welcome news to hear that the Minister is working collaboratively with Indigenous partners to protect and conserve the Great Lakes, and I've seen this firsthand, so thank you, Minister. In his response, the Minister spoke about a fish safety project in the Lake Superior Basin, which is just one real-world example of what this funding means to Indigenous communities. Our government must remain focused on making investments that will help build Ontario and preserve our natural heritage for generations to come. Speaker, can the Minister please elaborate on how investments made by our government will help First Nations communities across Ontario?
Minister of the Environment.
Speaker, and you know we're protecting our Great Lakes for our next generation, like the many great students that are here today, so that they can have cleaner bodies of water to enjoy for generations to come. And Speaker, I took some notes which I'd like to share. You know, while at this announcement, I met with Brandon Dockstader. He's a councillor from Oneida Nation and the community's environmental consultation coordinator. He told us, Speaker, that this funding, the impact of this funding, is going to go towards funding 13 Moons land-based learning camp, a weekly 4-day camp for Oneida youth to learn wilderness skills and cultural language and practice. Speaker, part of our role in this legislature, you know, one of the things that I love this job is I get to learn every day, and I can't wait to go out and meet with Oneida youth to learn about the important work that they're doing, thanks to investments that this Premier is making to grow a more prosperous Ontario. Homes for everyone, critical infrastructure, including water and wastewater infrastructure, we need working in partnership with Indigenous communities. I can't wait to join Brandon and Oneida Nation, Speaker, this summer. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The next question. The member